news for you. When you come to church, you have to know where you are. I just need about 10 of y'all to say something right there. When you come to church, you cannot act like the church is a part of your makeup. You are a part of the makeup of the church. You don't own the church. You did not buy the church. You have not, I wish I had some help in here. There's nothing you did to make the church what she is. The church is what and who she is because of whose she is. The church is what she is because of who died for the church. And none of us in here can claim we died for the church. None of us in here can claim we shed our blood for the church. The church belongs to one somebody, and that somebody is not present here this morning. I don't care if your stake is in the ground. I don't care if your granddaddy was here, your great-granddaddy, your grandmama, your great-grandmama. The church does not belong to us, and if you come here with the wrong attitude, you can get on God's nerves. Listen to what he says. And I discovered something, brothers and sisters. I discovered something in this text, and that is you don't have to sell or cheat in here to get on his nerves either. You can curse in here and get on God's nerves. You can lie in here and get on God's nerves. You can steal from his church and get on God's nerves. You can mistreat your brothers and your sisters who you're worshiping with and get on God's nerves. You can drop a piece of paper on the floor and refuse to pick it up like you all of that and a bag of chips and get on God's nerves. You can act like you own this church and get on God's nerves. You can act like this is your house, and you can treat that pew like it's your lazy boy, and treat the choir and the preacher like they're your big screen TV. And I wish I had some help in here. And you can get on God's nerve. You can act like this is a social club, or the Masons, or the Eastern Stars, or the Deltas, or the AKAs, or the Alphas, or the Kappas, or the Omegas. This is not your personal life. This is the Lord's church. And when you come up in here, you ought to act like you know where you are. You ought to get some reverence in your tone. You ought to sit down and honor God. You ought to lift your hands, open up your mouth, do something that typifies, that indicates that you know how good he's been to you. He woke you up this morning, put breath in your body. Don't come up in here acting like you got it all together. Whatever you have, God gave you. What you know, God taught you. He ain't studying about your letters. He's not studying about your pedigree. He don't care about your job. He's not studying about your Fendi, your Gucci, your Prada, your Louis. He don't care nothing about your Louboutins, your red bottoms. He's God. He's got the whole wide world. Look at somebody and tell me, you can't impress God. He scooped out the ocean. He painted the sky blue without a stepladder or a paintbrush. He walks around the world. He bumps into himself going and taps himself on the shoulder coming. He's God. He's older than his mama, just as old as his daddy. He's God. You can't impress God.